How you doing, seniors? Hope you're doing okay. We had a meeting today, and it sounds like graduation will go off better than maybe we could have hoped, and you'll be getting more information about that in the coming days. Hope you're getting outside and getting some fresh air and finding time to do things in this unique era. I have made some changes to the senior project based on the surveys and a little reflection. The first document I had sent you on the senior project, the timeline and the description, were long-standing documents at Big Bear High School, but I tweaked them a little bit based on your feedback. So I wanted to show you that and clarify anything via video for those auditory learners out there. So this is the new doc, and you'll see that this is 150 points, which represents about 35% of the grade. Reason being, I want anyone who's doing the work to be able to significantly improve their grade if that's what they're looking to do. As you know, your grade isn't going to drop below what it was in third quarter. So if you blow this off, you blow it off. My goal in assigning this assignment is that it'll be something personal and authentic to you, and that will not be a waste of your time. It'll be something that actually benefits your life. So I sincerely hope everybody engages in it to some extent. I made a change. You can complete this individually or in groups. Groups must request with me. When I did this project, actually, I did it as a group, and I'll show you what that was in a second. It's going to require three aspects: the project and presentation, progress reports that demonstrate progress over your project, and the essay. When I did this, my project was a how to survive in the wilderness guide video, and my essay was kind of a tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic, like how-to guide for how to survive in the wilderness, just as a point of reference. You'll find information about the project and the presentation. Something I would like to bring to your attention are these little efficiency loopholes I've selected. For instance, my project, how to survive in the wilderness video, could serve as a project and the presentation. Two birds, one stone. If you make a video, essentially your presentation will be the same thing as your project. So if you want to make this easier and more efficient on yourself, that's something to consider. Progress reports there'll be 5 of these. We have 6 weeks of school left, and you'll submit 5 of these reports. They can be either a 1 to 3 minute video, a 3 to 9 slideshow, which has some photos and some written explanation, or simply written paragraphs and some photographs to demonstrate your progress. So those will be 10 points each. We'll do 5 of them once a week. Your essay can be related, needs to be related to your topic in some way, but it can be one of 3 options. So it could be informative. My example here would be, say your project was learning how to play guitar. Perhaps your essay would be informative. It'd be the history of guitar. Your essay could be narrative, and it could describe your journey of learning the guitar and like tips for future students of the instrument. Or it could be even argumentative and a little bit more far removed. In this case, you could argue that arts programs must continue receiving funding in schools because of how important music is to the developing brain. Here's some examples of how this all comes together. This is slightly altered from the first document you got. And then I have some basic advice, most of which is to try not to get overwhelmed by this whole thing at once, but to intuitively find out where you are inclined to start. What comes to mind? Do you want to argue a point? Do you want to learn something new? Is there a project you'd like to do for your mom and dad? Do you want to landscape the front yard for them? You want to build a porch? Find out where you want to start, and then the other pieces will fall into place. Final point, grading. So there's going to be 5 weekly progress reports, and that'll total 50 points. Those are 10 points each. Again, video, written, or slideshow. Your project, presentation, and essay are going to total 100 points. And you'll note in this final paragraph that I'm considering all of these things as a whole, as opposed to saying the project's 25 points, the presentation's 25 points, the essay's 50 points. I want you to be able to prioritize one or more of these things. Like maybe you want to prioritize the essay more. You want to do some serious research or do some serious argumenting, but you just want a small project. That's okay. I would like you to kind of feel out, prioritize, and present your whole project as a whole with the project, the presentation, and the essay. All right. If you have any questions, you post in this post that's on the stream. And I hope this clarifies things for you and makes it a little bit easier and more accessible. And if there's anything else we can do, you let me know.